All right, let's just be real for a second. It is so easy to get stuck, right? Just kind of going through the motions, telling ourselves, oh, someday I'll make that big change. But what if someday never just shows up on its own? Let's dive into some of the uncomfortable truths about what's really holding you back.
Look, this isn't just some deep thought for later. This is the question, the only one that really matters right now. The clock is ticking, every single second is a choice. So, what's your answer going to be? And here it is, the first pill that's kind of tough to swallow. You're not losing because you're not talented enough or smart enough or because you have bad luck. You're losing because you're choosing to be soft. It's a choice, not a permanent condition.
And that choice? Well, that leads us right into the biggest battle you're probably facing every single morning. We're talking about the comfort trap. Just look at this. This is the trade-off. Plain and simple. Every single day, you face this choice. On one side, you've got comfort, staying the same, making excuses, avoiding anything that hurts, which leads to mediocrity. And on the other side, growth. That means sacrifice, facing challenges head-on, and discipline, which leads to your potential. It's really a choice between two different kinds of pain, isn't it? The dull, constant ache of stagnation, or the sharp, temporary pain of growth. See, the real problem isn't some huge, life-altering decision you make once. No, it's the 1,000 tiny choices you make every day. It's hitting the snooze button. It's skipping the workout. It's putting things off till tomorrow. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you're not just losing that one moment, you're literally training yourself, reinforcing the habit of quitting. Okay, so this all leads to the one thing that everything else is built on. And yeah, this part might sting a little, but it's also where you'll find all your power. It's this. You are responsible. Seriously, stop waiting. Stop looking around for a hero or for that perfect opportunity to just fall into your lap. The only person who can change your life is you. This is a brutal one. I get it, but it's so necessary to hear. Until you take 100% responsibility for your situation, you will stay exactly where you are, blaming the world while the world just keeps moving on without you. So here's the massive shift in your mindset. It's not about your boss or your parents or your circumstances. It's you. Now, does that mean you control everything that happens to you? Of course not. But what you always control is how you respond. And that is the whole game. Okay, so you've accepted responsibility. That's a huge step. But what's next? Well, now we have to talk about the grind, because it's probably not what you think it is. I really want you to let this one sink in. In today's world, just showing up and working hard, that's not enough to win anymore. That's the price of admission. It's the absolute bare minimum just to be in the game. So what's the real formula? It starts with actually developing skills, not just putting in hours. Then it's about building grit. But the most important parts? Executing and being consistent, especially when you don't feel like it. You know, motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. Discipline is what actually builds a future. And this right here, this just cuts through all the noise. Making a to-do list isn't work. Scheduling it in your calendar isn't work. Talking about it definitely isn't work. The only thing that counts, the only thing that creates progress, is doing the actual thing. So, what happens when you actually start doing the thing? Well, you're going to face resistance. You're going to fail. And that's exactly why we need to talk about why you need to welcome the devils. I absolutely love this concept. New levels, new devils. Think about it. As you climb higher, as you get better, the challenges you face get bigger and tougher. Don't look at that as a setback. See it for what it is. It's proof. It's proof that you're making progress. Now, let's just get one thing crystal clear right now. If you're on any path that's even remotely meaningful, failure isn't just a possibility. It is an absolute guarantee. You will fail. Good. Seriously, that's a good thing. Because every single failure is a lesson. It's a test that shows you exactly what to fix. It's just data that makes you tougher and smarter for the next round. And this is the whole point, isn't it? Wins teach you things, losses teach you things. They're both unique experiences that forge who you become. You know the one place you learn absolutely nothing? In stagnation, treading water, doing the same things over and over, just avoiding the fight. So where does all of this leave us? It all points to one single powerful conclusion. The excuses are over. The waiting is over. The time is now. And I really want you to hear this one. all the hard work you're avoiding right now, the discomfort, the early mornings, the extra hours, that temporary feeling is nothing compared to the permanent, soul-crushing pain of regret you'll feel down the road, looking back. When it all boils down, you have a choice between two kinds of pain. You've got the pain of discipline. It's temporary, it builds strength, and it weighs ounces. Or you have the pain of regret. That one's permanent. It haunts you, and it weighs tons. It is the greatest poison to the human soul. And so that's the only question left. The path is uncomfortable, the work is hard, and failure is guaranteed. But the alternative is a life of mediocrity and looking back wondering what if. So which pain will you choose? The choice is and always will be yours.